Alright. Hey guys, Jipper here, and welcome back to Minecraft. I know I'm uploading this, and the Skyblock video is going to be later today. Both of those are a little late. I get it. I took my time a little bit with this. I wanted a bit of a break after, like, a full week of hard focusing on editing. But hey, with that waiting has come a bit of news. So, if I had recorded this a day earlier, or I guess 2 days sooner, I would have been talking today about the teasers that were released by Minecraft that are kind of hinting towards what the next update would be. Either fortunately or unfortunately for me, that's kinda out the window now, because we know what's coming next. Copper tools, armor, and, chests, as well as, a mob vote loser, the copper golem. I am honestly, like, I am shocked by that, to be completely honest. Like, that was not on my bucket list for this year. For Minecraft content this year. A return of the, Copper Golem. And I'm not gonna get my hopes up for anything else. There's speculation that the Glare might also be returning. But I am not gonna get my hopes up. Especially since, one of the key points of evidence was, mentioned by a Mojang dev as they accidentally kept a texture they were messing with in. I don't really know what we're gonna do today. I still haven't gotten the chance to make like a creative world for this. I guess now that I've talked about that, and now that I've actually started my stopwatch, I could I don't know, I could get started. I guess one thing I want to do is I want to make this area as a whole more grassy, so I could work on that. Okay, fuck it, why not? I still really need to work on like what I want in particular with my actual area. One thing I'm thinking about is maybe similar to my hardcore world, I make it an actual village. Oh, you know what? That could be a good thing to start working on today. Setting down the beginnings of a trading hall. I should get rid of this little hill too. Free up some space in the compound a bit. Well, okay, that's really the only shovel I have, so that'll have to do. I'll craft more. Oh, that reminds me. So, there are a lot of people, like, there's a lot of discussion about the usefulness of the copper tools. I will personally, especially in worlds like this where I haven't fully gotten myself situated yet, which is ironic to say because how long have I spent in this world? Time played. 1.22 days. So yeah, I've spent over 24 hours in this world. I just, like, I tend to not use, like, iron shovels and stuff, because I don't want to waste iron, even if I have a ton of it. Iron is still a pretty precious resource. So, being able to use copper for that instead, which is a much easier resource to find large quantities of, will be really nice. Oh yeah, and we are playing on 1.21.7, so if a chicken jockey just so happens to spawn, I guess we're getting that new disc that I will not be playing, because I'm not sure if it's copyrighted or not. I already have it in my hardcore world. That was... I spent a ton of time just setting up a zombie farm for the specific purpose of getting a baby zombie to spawn. so that I could wait until the update released to get the Lava Chicken music disc. And it was worth it. I have it now. So, you know, I might have to get rid of this farm, honestly. Move it somewhere else. There's a lot of this area that just will probably need a lot of restructuring. Although I guess that farm might... No, I want to keep my trading hall over here. I think I'll go with like a traditional villager trading hall. What's my difficulty at right now? Normal. Why not? I feel like I'm ready for hard mode. Especially since I'm planning on infecting villagers, which is something I haven't done yet in my hardcore world. I don't plan on doing it either. I might actually, once I finish my village, I'm thinking about maybe making a traditional trading hall somewhere. That way I can actually cure, infect and cure villagers. And have a lot of the trades that I wouldn't get from just my village, having a couple of villagers around. That'll obviously take a lot longer, and I'm gonna be going for every enchantment I can on librarians, obviously. Also having, like, a lot of villagers that can buy stuff from me. But, you know, that's in the future. I still need to finish my actual village build. And once I hit 1,000 days on that world, I'll make like a quick little showcase. Maybe one day, if I ever start streaming, I'll stream that hardcore world as well. I've been thinking about that. I just, you know, a lot of people stream their hardcore worlds. And right now my hardcore world is a much more personal thing. I mean, I have a lot of ideas for that are just, like, references to stuff I like. One sec. Least favorite mob vote mob. Oh, speaking of which, even if the glare does not get in as part of 1.21.8, or whatever the next update is, I am still very happy about the implications of the Copper Golem being brought back, because that, like, they have said in the past that there are possibilities for other, like, the other, like, mob vote losers are just kind of being shelved and will possibly be brought back later, but we haven't really seen that in practice until now, and it's really cool to actually see the Copper Golem being brought back, especially with the new use it has. It's ironic too, because like in all of my Forever worlds, I've just gotten done sorting. Like, I had a couple of episodes dedicated to sorting things. If you didn't know, the Copper Golem's new feature is that it will just sort. It will sort inventories for you. It will look through the copper chests and put items that it finds in there into other chests with items of the same type. Now, there are some limitations with that, and I do want to. I will redo this storage. Maybe at some point. I'll replace this with something else. Honestly, this could be a good place for a trading hall, but I'll probably use it for something else. Or I'll just redo my entire storage. Either way, I'll figure that out. This time I mean it. I will create that, or I will make that creative world. And I will, actually design some stuff in it. Probably the villager trading hall, like I said. Because once those little fellas grow up, it'll be a hell of a lot easier to, move villagers back here. Alright. Once I finish this, I'll be done clearing this out. Then I'll start working on making everything into grass. I feel bad for doing so much, like, boring shit like this on this world. Like, obviously it's my channel, I can do what I want, but I want to do some interesting things on this world, and, you know, it's just tough to do that sometimes. Maybe I'll use Chunkbase to look up the location of an ancient city, and, do that. But, I don't know. It is just tough. Alright. Now I put dirt in my offhand. I'll just mine out this coal vein. Replace all the mined out blocks with dirt. I could always use more coal. I'm keeping an eye on those guys so that when they grow up I can put the, well, first off, unleash them so that they're free, but also put the harness on them as well. And I also want to make sure they don't suffocate when they grow up. Okay. That's one patch. Hang on. There are a couple more. Couple more spots here and there. That's one big patch of stone done. And I'll just keep working at it while I design the trading hall in the background. Off camera. I did actually get the chance to play what was originally going to be my forever world again. It was a world where I basically started in 1.14 because while I now consider 1.13 the beginning of modern Minecraft, I just wanted the nicer villager trades and easier villager mechanics and nicer textures. So I started on 1.14 instead. And basically every 2 months I would upgrade a version. I skipped 1.17 simply because 1.17 is just part 1 of 1.18. So I just combined the two instead. I mean, it's a hell of a lot easier than just doing both and trying to figure that out. Because I was trying to do this all within 2023, and at the end of the year I was finally going to upgrade my world to the latest version, which would have been 1.20. And then sometime after 1.20.5, the Armored Paws drop, I had to zip up the world because of how large the file size was. Because one other thing I did is every update I would explore like a massive area and map it all out. I think I started with a 4x4 of the 1.14 area, then 1.15 I did 8 additional maps on one corner. 1.16 I was originally going to do that, but I decided to just keep it to exploring the nether instead. 1.18 I explored 8 more maps. 1.19 was 8 more maps. 1.20 was 8 more maps. And because of that, the file size was absolutely huge, you know, as it should be, because I'm loading a shit ton of chunks. But of course, after editing, or while I was in the process of editing that Flashfire video, I realized that that world, the zip file, was actually on the external hard drive that I used to hold like Flashfire clips and stuff. I think this would be a good cutoff. So I decided to load it back up again in 1.20, and I explored 9 more maps, which obviously added a ton more file size, and then I zipped it up again, and maybe in like a year or two, or maybe every drop, I'll like unzip it for a little bit, try out the new features, and then zip it back up so that it's not like taking up a ridiculous amount of file size on my computer. But one other thing I had in that world was like collections. I had collections of... I had a collection of every armor trim, which I had to expand to include the trial chamber ones, since I kind of grinded those out so I could get all of the like collectible items. The other ones would be the music discs. That was the second collection I had. And the... banner patterns. The pottery shards weren't that much of a concern for me, since they spawn... like, you're guaranteed to get at least one of each, just going through a single trial chamber. Oh, they're big now. Okay. Okay. Wait, come back. Come back. Trying to unleash you. Come back. Wow. There you go. You're free to, like, roam around. You're the brown one, which means... what? I think that one was soul sand. The one I got from crafting. And then the pink one would have been the one I got from piglins. Yeah, okay. White was the one I found among the bone blocks. Brown is the one that I crafted with soul sand. Also the third one. And pink was piglins. Can you, like, actually... Alright, you three are free to just, like, fly around my base. You're keeping it populated. One of these days, when I have my trading hall set up and ready to have villagers in it, I'll use one of you guys to transport them over. But for now, have fun. Continue being happy. Everyone loves it. What I don't love is trespassers. Unless I can capture them and make them friends. Well, not friends, necessarily. Ow. I was getting beat up by that guy. Alright. I'm gonna sleep and then I'm gonna keep working on making everything into stone. I got really off topic, didn't I? I was talking, at some point, I was talking about, the precedent that mobs were coming back. I think, I like that that's a precedent now, because there are a lot of mobs that I really wanted to have another chance. I think all of them except for one that I voted for got in, that one being the Isolager, which probably would have gotten in if certain events hadn't transpired. I don't know, it doesn't matter. But now that there's a bit of a precedent that they actually do have it in their head, still have these on, like, the shelf, and they can come back later. I would really like to see some of the other mob vote losers come back. Like, the Copper Golem was definitely one of those ones that, yeah, I really wanted the LA, but, and I'm happy I got it, but, like, I don't know, I think it would have been pretty damn cool if we actually got the Copper Golem. And now we will. Now we can have the Copper Golem. And I'm really happy about that. The Tough Golem is another one. I think all three of the mobs from the 23 mob vote. That was 22. Right, 23 was Armadillo. All three of the mobs from the 2022 mob vote, I would have been fine with them getting in. Like, all three options were good options, in my opinion. I would have been happy either way, and I'm glad we got the Sniffer, because I love... I voted for him because I love the idea of having a mob that used to be extinct in your world that you brought back. That was just a really cool concept to me. I didn't care about the lack of flowers and stuff. Would have been cool if he had more, but the ones he have are good enough for me. That reminds me, have I even gotten a Sniffer in this world? I have a lot of stuff I still need to do. I'll work on a villager trading hall and, like, maxing out my gear, and then I'll focus on, like, different adventures and stuff. I guess I should also work on getting netherite. I don't know, I might do the mining for that off camera, because I feel like you guys would be really bored by that. Let me go ahead and fill this in. Oh, hey. I guess I'll keep that there as well. But yeah, I think if I had to choose just one to come back, well, I don't know. I can't really choose just one. I feel like all of those mobs were really cool concepts that would have fit really well with the game. And all of them deserve, like, a second chance at being brought in and actually getting to integrate with the other mobs in the game. I think the Tough Golem would have been nice. A lot of people were calling it, like, a glorified item frame. Or, like, an item frame with legs. But honestly, I feel like I've got a personal survival world that I play on Switch, actually. Just when I'm bored and have, like, literally nothing else to do. and I have a museum in that, it genuinely would be really cool to have the Tough Golem just so that I could have a fun way to have a walking display that shows off some of the rare items that I have in that museum. And then the Rascal is just like a really cool mob as well. The only problem I have with it is, from what it seemed like, the hide and seek wasn't... Well, okay, I guess we don't really have a basis, but... and my only basis is a mod implementation, which is not accurate to how it would be implemented in the base game. But I would really love if there was... Well, like, obviously there should be a limit. Maybe he goes on a cooldown for a little bit, but I feel like you should be able to do hide and seek with the same Rascal over and over again. You know? I also feel like I always have a problem with mobs that you can't really keep around, which is why I was so happy when the good old creaking over here. Oh, there he is. I didn't see him. Hang on, let me clear out these vines, old man. Actually, you can keep him. And by the way, I did name Carl partially to reference Up. He's a grumpy old man. Although I don't know if I spelled... I don't know if that Carl's name is spelled with a C. I'm not... I actually... maybe I need to double check that. I'm pretty sure it was, though. But yeah, it would be nice to not have mobs that will just despawn without you having control over it. This also factors into my plans for making like a big amusement park in okay, I'm not muted. I just had to make sure, because I remember last time, or like the last couple of times I was talking about Concordia plans or something like that, I realized I was muted and had to redo the entire recording, and that would have sucked. Part of that amusement park plan is like every update I want to have something. So like maybe some updates I won't be able to have actual mini games necessarily, but I'll still be able to have like little attractions and stuff. Except for Bundles of Bravery. That's gonna be rough. That one, my plan is to just make like a little bundle-shaped island. And be like, hey, bundles were added this update. That's really about it. Hardcore on Bedrock, which is cool since, you know, we have a whole hardcore series on Bedrock Edition now, but I don't know, it's Bundles of Bravery is definitely the smallest drop so far. Smaller than Bats and Pots, which literally only changed how pots work. To be fair, I'm not really counting that one as a drop for that island. Specifically because it was like minor changes on the same level as 1.16.2, where they added piglin brutes. It's like, okay, they just changed how the bat looks, and they added a brand new bit of functionality to the pots. I'm not gonna... maybe I'll include that as like a little add-on to 1.20. The same way I'm including Lava Chicken stuff as a little add-on to 1.21.6, Chase the Skies. Because, like, that's all 1.21.7 really is. It's just like a couple of extra features. Nothing too major. I'm approaching the end of the video, but I'm gonna keep working on this. Anyway, back to what I was saying. If the Rascal was implemented, I would love to have its hide-and-seek mechanic as an actual minigame inside that amusement park. So I would really appreciate if it wasn't like the Wandering Trader, where it just despawns and you can't name it to keep it alive. I get why that's the case for the Wandering Trader, but like there are other better things they could do with the Rascal that would not necessitate them doing that with it instead. Alright, I think that's good. I'll make this look more like a cliff in the future, but... Oh, hello. Oh, wait, am I... Oh, I'm out of dirt. Okay. Well... I guess I'll shape the terrain a little bit more. I do want to say, I am already working on the next Flashfire episode. Hopefully, the gap won't be quite as long this time. Since I was planning on probably working on it a little bit later. Anyway, now that I'm done with that for now, I don't know, I guess I'll just go to sleep. I'll finish up my thought. I feel like every mob should come back at some point. Even some of the smaller ones, like the Moo Bloom. Honestly, I would love... Because I feel like that mob vote especially was a little overblown. I would love more... If the mob vote did need to return, I would love more mob votes like that, where it's all mobs from, like, spin-offs of Minecraft. So, like, maybe the Cluck Shroom... I guess the Woolly Cow wouldn't really work. The Cluck Shroom, the Melon Golem, or the, trying to think of one from Dungeons that I would love to see. The Mountaineer wouldn't really work since that's just like a reskin Vindicator. The Windcaller would be nice, though. Honestly, I'd just love to see more, I would honestly just love to see more magic-based illagers in the game in general, I guess. It's the sole reason I voted for the Ithologer. That and I really like Minecraft Dungeons. I really love the variety of illagers in Minecraft Dungeons, and the magic illagers especially are all really cool. Like, the Ithologer is cool. I like how... I love the Windcaller. I guess those are like the only two I can really think of that are... Oh, the Geomancer! The Geomancer is also really cool. Those three, I feel like, would all fit really well in the game as, like, biome-specific spawns. Like, the Ithologer was originally supposed to spawn in, mountains, which I feel like doesn't work as well as, like, making it spawn in just normal snowy biomes. I don't know. That would be tough, actually, now that I think about it. Tough implementing all three. Maybe they would work better as, like, similar to what the Evoker normally originally was, where it just shows up in a specific structure somewhere, which I guess would be the same way I'd want them to implement the Illusioner if they ever give him a proper implementation into the game. Alright, well I've been rambling a little bit. I think it's about time I end off this episode. So that's about it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!